Hello, dear students. I hope that all of you are safe and fine. This is lesson number 3 in chapter or unit 5 that talking about genetic inheritance and disease. 6. Determination in human. Our cells contain 23 pairs of chromosomes. 22 of them or 44 of them are autosomes. That means they carry genes for body traits, and one pair only called sex chromosomes. This one pair may be homozygous, as in female, like X and X chromosomes, or may be heterozygous, as in male, X and Y. Y chromosome is shorter than X chromosome, and it's responsible for sex determination in human. When it absent, the female character will be appear. 44 plus XX or 44 plus XY divided during gametes formation, so the gametes, like sperms of male or ova in female, will have the half number of chromosomes of the somatic cells due to meiosis or reduction division. Male can produce two kinds of sperms due to its heterozygous karyotyping, while female will produce the same or one type of ova as it contain homozygous karyotyping. So the sperm may be 22 plus X and it's responsible for production of female, or maybe 22 plus Y and it's responsible for production of males. So the sperms are responsible for determination of sex of fetus, not ovum, because the ova contain the same of karyotyping or genetic structure. Some syndromes may appear due to unequal distribution of gametes or unequal distribution of genes in gametes. This unequal distribution of genes or chromosomes in gametes leads to some genetic diseases like Klinefelter's syndrome. This syndrome is caused as a result of fertilization of abnormal ovum with normal sperm. 22 plus Y sperm fertilized unequal or abnormal ovum 22 plus XX, and the forming fetus will be 44 plus XXY with excess of one sex chromosome X. This leads to disturbance in sex chromosomes or sex hormones. This syndrome appears in males only due to presence of Y chromosome, and some symptoms will appear with this male, like this male will be infertile, can't reproduce a new individuals, mental retardation, appearance of feminine characteristics like enlargement of breasts, tall stature, growth of limbs more than average rate. Another type of genetic diseases called Turner's syndrome. Turner's syndrome caused by abnormal ovum that fertilized with normal sperm. 22 plus X sperm fertilize abnormal ovum 22 plus 0. Plus 0 means this ovum doesn't contain any sex chromosome, and it will lead to production of fetus 44 plus X0, and this fetus will be female due to absence of Y chromosome. This male or this female will be suffers from some symptoms like short stature, doesn't reach puberty due to the lack of hormones or sufficient hormones responsible for maturation of of her genital glands, slow mental development, and congenital disorder of heart and kidneys. The third and last one is Down syndrome. Down syndrome called Mongolism. Mongolism was discovered by British Dr. Darwin in 1866. Causes of Down syndrome: fertilization of gamete sperm of ovum, carried complete number of chromosomes in pair 21, which forms fetus carrying 3 chromosomes in pair 21 instead of 2 chromosomes. So the autosomes will be increased in number by 1. So the male will be 45 plus XY and the female will be 45 plus XX. So it will be occurs in both genes. Symptoms of Down syndrome: delay in physical growth, short stature, oval face, flat head, back, short fingers and toes, narrow eyes, small ears, mental retardation. Another trait is called sex-linked traits, and these traits, their genes carried on 6 chromosomes, especially X chromosome, and the first one discovered these linked traits was Thomas Morgan in Drosophila flies or Drosophila insect. He noted that female carried red-eyed while male carried white-eyed. 100% of individuals in the first generation appeared red eyes. That means red eyes is a dominant character. Red-eyed and white-eyed insects appeared in second generation in ratios 3 to 1. When Morgan crossed between male and female of the Drosophila, he noted that males appeared in white colored while females appeared in red colored. So the red colored character or red eyed character is linked with the sex of females instead of male. Sex linked traits in human: chromosome X in human carries many somatic traits like hemophilia, color blindness, short sight, and muscle atrophy. These traits are inherited from the father to his daughters only because he gives them chromosome X, while mothers give her chromosomes to daughters and sons. Color blindness is caused by a recessive gene on 6 chromosome X, and the gene causes inability to differentiate between colors, especially red and green. In males, color blindness trait is represented by only one gene because chromosome Y doesn't carry this trait, while to appear color blindness in females, they need 2 X chromosomes to carry this trait or this genes. Sons and daughters can inherit this trait from mother because they inherit chromosome X from her. Male can give this trait to his grandsons through his daughters. Hemophilia. Hemophilia, called blood liquidity, and appears in persons who doesn't contain clotting or coagulation process. Clotting proteins or clotting factors are factors responsible for coagulation and decrease blood liquidity that stops bleeding. Hemophilia is caused by a recessive gene carried on X chromosome, and this gene disables the body control of blood clotting process because some substances are absent from this process and not formed. Hemophilia may cause death, especially in childhood stage. 6 influence traits. Genes of these traits are carried on autosomes but affected by 6 chromosomes. 6 influence traits affected by male and female sex hormones. For example, horns trait in cattle, baldness trait in human, shortness of index finger trait in human. Baldness. Baldness trait appears due to existence of dominant gene responsible for hair loss. This gene is affected by male sex hormone only. Appearance baldness trait is different in males and females. Baldness appears in males in case of pure gene plus B positive, and the hybrid gene B positive B due to influence of male sex hormone on them. Hair loss trait in females appears only in case of pure gene B positive, which responsible for baldness in male, while people with genetic structure B and B have normal hair in either male or female. 6 limited traits. They are traits responsible or appear in one of two sexes only due to the difference in sex hormones. That means feminine hormones and masculine hormones. 6 limited genes are responsible for appearance of certain traits in each sex. For example, milk production is limited on females only because they have sex hormones which stimulates gene of this trait for milk production. Number 2, secondary sex characteristics in human, like appearance of beards in men. 3, the ability of birds to lay eggs. DNA fingerprint or DNA typing discovered in 1984 by Alec Jeffrey, which is a genetics scientist in London, and published his researches about this. DNA fingerprint is a method used to recognize person by comparison of his DNA sequences with other people recorded on GeneBank. Importance of DNA fingerprint. Field of medicine used in study of genetic diseases, used in tissues transplantation process. Field of forensic to help recognizing deformed dead bodies and tracking lost children. It helped courts begin investigations in crimes whose offenders were unknown. It accused hundreds of people who were accused to rape and murder crimes and convicted others. It plays an important role in parentage cases. Human genome contains all genes which present in the nucleus of the somatic cell of human, and they range between 60,000 to 80,000 genes in nucleus. The genes are carried on 23 pairs of chromosomes, and these genes cause the appearance of all these numerous human traits. In 1953, scientists Watson and Crick discovered all that genes, and the genes and our genes carried on double helix of DNA. In 1980, the idea of genome merged in this time. The number of discovered human genes was only 450 genes. In middle of 80s, the number of discovered genes become 1,500. And this represents about 30% of discovered gene in human. There are some questions. Please attend it and answer them. And any problem we can communicate with each other. And I hope you understand this lesson well. And see you soon. Thank you a lot.